Welcome aboard the KC-135 Stratotanker. In service for over 40 years, the KC-135 Stratotanker provides long-range aerial refueling support. In addition to its refueling capability, the KC-135 has a deck of other refueling systems to transport passengers and cargo. To ensure your safety, the airplane's boom operator will be responsible for any questions or assistance you may require during your flight with us today. Approximate flying time to your destination and mission specifics will also be briefed by your boom operator. Passengers with colds or sinus problems are advised not to fly. Ear or sinus blocks associated with pain could occur during our climb or descent. You will depart the passenger terminal via the passenger bus or by foot, depending on the location of the airplane. Ensure you gather all your carry-on items at that time. Your checked baggage will not be accessible to you in flight. Please discontinue the use of tobacco products prior to departing the passenger terminal. The use of tobacco products, to include smokeless tobacco, are prohibited on or around United States Air Force airplanes. Transportation and use of narcotics or dangerous drugs is prohibited on the airplane, as well as the consumption of alcohol. The use of electronic devices is governed by United States Air Force directives and must be controlled. Do not operate any such devices without first seeking approval from the aircraft commander or an aircrew member. Once you arrive at the airplane, please proceed only to the airplane when directed to do so by an aircrew member. Do not wander around the external area of the airplane. Once on board the airplane, a galley with drinking water is located at the forward end of the passenger compartment. The latrine, which has a limited capacity, is also located near the galley. Once seated, please be aware that seatbelts must be fastened for taxi, takeoff, air refueling, landing, or when directed by the aircrew. Passengers are encouraged to wear seatbelts at all times while seated, in the event of unexpected rough air. Passengers traveling with infants or small children can consult an aircrew member for proper securing of the infant or infant car seat. Parents are reminded to not allow their children to wander about the airplane unattended at any time. Once the airplane has landed, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until directed by an aircrew member. Your airplane may have different seatbelts depending on the configuration as seen here. An aircrew member will be available to assist you with your seatbelt. Now, let's get familiar with some evacuation procedures involved with the KC-135 in the unlikely event of an emergency. Please remember that in the event of an evacuation, leave your carry-on bags in the airplane. Once on board the airplane today, you'll hear one short ring of the alarm bell after all engines have been started. This is done to familiarize you with the sound of the alarm bell. It is also a signal to the crew that the aircraft is preparing to taxi. In the unlikely event you are required to evacuate during a ground emergency, you'll hear 3 short rings of the alarm bell for preparation, followed by 1 long ring to evacuate. Once you have safely exited, watch for emergency vehicles and move a safe distance away from the airplane. Gather at a collective rally point in order to account for all passengers. Additional alarm bell signals are as follows. 1 long ring of the alarm bell immediately after takeoff signals to prepare for a crash landing impact. 6 short rings during flight signals prepare for crash landing. Ensure your seatbelt is fastened. 1 long sustained ring signals brace for a crash landing impact. The KC-135 is equipped with 7 emergency exits. The aircrew entry door, both pilot side windows, 2 over-wing exits, the aft emergency exit, and the cargo door. In the event we do have to evacuate through the cargo door, only an aircrew member will open this door. To exit the aircrew entry door, you may use the entry ladder or escape rope, whichever is installed. Wrap the rope around your leg to help control your exit, or use the ladder if it is still installed. To exit using either one of the pilot side windows, you would use the escape ropes located just above each pilot seat. Use caution as you slide down the rope past the sharp airspeed probe located halfway down the side of the airplane. If you are seated next to an overwing exit, an aircrew member will ask you if you are able and willing to perform this task. To exit through either of the overwing exits, you must first open this exit by pulling down the long yellow handle. Now pull the hatch inward and exit the airplane. Proceed to the back of the wing, sit down, and either drop to the ground or slide down the wing flap if it is extended. To open the aft emergency exit, turn the small yellow handle upward and pull the hatch inward. Exit the hatch by using the emergency escape slide. To operate the escape slide, ensure the slide is secure to the airplane and flip it out of the hatch opening. Now pull the slide inflation handle. Once the slide is fully inflated, exit in the sitting position, feet first, one passenger at a time. The first two passengers down the slide should remain at the bottom of the slide and assist other passengers. A rope is also located in the pouch above the exit as another method to escape. Throw the entire rope out of the exit. Ensure it is firmly attached to the airplane. Then grasp the rope with both hands and back out of the exit. Using a hand-over-hand method, slowly lower yourself to the ground. Red luminescent arrows are placed on the inside wall of the airplane to direct you to the nearest emergency exit. During night flights with passengers on board, operable flashlights will be pre-positioned at each overwing exit and also the aft emergency exit. The KC-135 is specially pressurized to provide you and your crew a comfortable flight. However, in the unlikely event the airplane was to ever lose pressurization, you would be required to use emergency oxygen. This aircraft is equipped with an emergency passenger oxygen system. The EPOS is a small green rectangular shaped pouch located at each seat. The EPOS is also intended for use in the unlikely event of a ground or in-flight emergency in a smoke or toxic fume environment. In the event that any of these situations should occur, immediately put on the EPOS hood. First, open the storage pouch. Next, open the vacuum seal bag by pulling the red tape. Remove the EPOS hood from the bag and unfold. Hold the EPOS hood with the next seal, which is the silver end facing you. Pull the red ball with one hand while holding the oxygen cylinder with the other hand. The red ball and lever must pull free of the oxygen bottle. Spread the next seal with palms facing towards each other. Push both hands inside and stretch open. Pull the hood over your head and neck, being careful not to hit yourself with a heavy oxygen bottle. Now breathe normal. Ensure any hair, jewelry, or shirt collars are not caught between the neck seal and your neck. Ensure your EPOS is on and operating correctly before attempting to assist others. While wearing the hood after activation, the hood will begin to inflate. You should hear a hissing sound until full inflation occurs in approximately 5 minutes. It is normal for the hissing to stop after approximately 5 minutes as the EPOS is fully inflated. The temperature inside your hood will also increase, as well as the presence of condensation. Also note, you may initially feel lightheaded due to the high oxygen content, but this sensation will quickly disappear. Do not remove the EPOS unit until directed by an aircrew member or when the EPOS hood collapses to the point it touches your face. Depending on circumstances, a new EPOS unit may be required. You will find passenger information guides throughout the main cabin of the airplane. You are strongly encouraged to review one prior to takeoff. Within these guides, you'll find detailed illustrations and instructions covered in this briefing. If you have any questions or need any assistance today, please ask the boom operator on today's mission. Thank you for your time and enjoy your flight.
pretty